Should do is start with shots.
That's what it should be. Is we should all, yeah, it should be like
Yeah, drink responsibly, guys. Start with shots before you film. Hi guys, I'm Arleo. Welcome to the Kitchen Drink, where we're raiding your fridges and making some delicious crafty cocktails. Today I'm here with Jack.
Hi,
Jack has just moved to Nug Shack.
baby, Nug Shack.
Yeah. You came from the Midwest
Yep.
to Koreatown, and then finally here in Van Nuys. Where are you from again?
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Minneapolis. Midwest, West Coast.
Gotta go with Midwest, but I'm happy to be out here on the West Coast.
I'm just gonna chalk that up to nostalgia. So get out of here, Midwest. From what I remember, you worked at a liquor store.
My first job after moving out here was at a very fancy liquor store on Melrose Avenue. Lots of teaching, lots of Hollywood types coming in,
Yeah.
being like, "I have to bring a bottle of wine to this place, and I know nothing. What do I do?"
That's not a bad first job. To
No,
have,
yeah, it was pretty great. Yeah, a bit the fox guarding the hen house, but it was great.
What
Yeah.
do you like drinking nowadays, since it's been a couple of years removed since you've been there?
Right now, I'm on a big rye kick. I haven't been drinking as much scotch as I used to.
We are sipping on some Japanese whiskey,
Yeah.
which is, you know, Japan's answer to Scotch.
Yep.
I need some more of that.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I like Spirit Forward. I think you do too.
Oh
right?
yeah, absolutely. I
Okay.
love Spirit Forward.
This episode may not apply to a lot of you because you might not have some of these things. It's been a while since I've actually made one for you. But
Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah, I'm
yeah,
excited.
So it's time. I'm gonna climb over the couch and get out of here.
Okay, all right. Best of luck.
The first thing I notice is just how many carbonated alcoholic drinks are in this fridge. I've made a kitchen drink with IPAs before, so we'll play with this apple cider instead. And then we're off to the liquor cabinet where we have a lot of choices, especially in regards to whiskey. We'll grab this bourbon and grab some aromatic bitters, as well as vecherovka, or bekrovka. We're gonna make a syrup using the cider and a little bit of sugar. Let that thicken up, cool off, and then head out to make the drink. A couple of dashes of the bitters, some bekrovka, a little bourbon, and a quick swig of cider before I pour in the syrup. After a quick stir, I'm kind of really missing that tartness that you get from cider, so we'll throw in some unaltered apple cider and get that in the drink. Just for fun, I'm going to make an apple fan garnish. Apples have a good amount of moisture to make these elegant garnishes. Just make sure you cut these pieces thin enough. Let's see what Jack thinks.
Oh boy. Okay.
We're gonna ignore that I could walk around the couch. And here you go. It's one of the few things I've garnished because I was like, I kind of need to doll this one up. It's been a little while.
Smells nice. There's definitely some apple going on. I mean, we got the apple there. Ooh, that's really nice. Yeah. It's a spiked apple cider kind of vibe I'm getting
Yeah.
from it. But yeah, and then definitely some kind of whiskey, something apple.
You guys have a lot of different bubbly, carbonated, alcoholic things in your fridge.
We do.
I had my pick of the litter, and I was like, all right, which one have I not used yet?
Maybe some cinnamon or something like that. There's something kind of spicy about it, like pumpkin pie-y sort of spice, kind of. I feel like there's probably some other liquor kind of thing in this, something.
Sometimes these drinks are hard to like pick out the ingredients from because when I'm doing the weird ingredients for
yeah.
a shaken drink, it's kind of easy to pick out which one is which just by look. Meanwhile, this thing's just all one texture, one color, all homogeneous. Like,
Right. Sort of feel like maybe Campari or vermouth.
you should keep your vermouth in the fridge.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah,
okay.
because it is a wine. It's a wine. It oxidizes. Keep it in the fridge.
We'll do.
Cocktail classes with Arleo.
Woo!
Welcome to cocktail classes on the kitchen drink.
Yay, learning something.
So we're gonna start with the primary liquor of this thing. I know you said you liked rye, but for your housewarming, I managed to get 2 bottles of something for you guys because Bevmo had a buy one get one 5 cents total. Not 5 cents off. That'd be terrible. The whiskey I used in your drink was Cooper's Mart. This is evidently Bevmo's own version of Maker's Mart. Nice and smooth. Who is Cooper? I don't know. Hey Bevmo, who's Cooper? Send me an email. You said you tasted.
Apple, definitely.
You have 2 apple ciders in your fridge. Which of the 2 do you think it is?
Oh, probably reds?
Wrong.
Ah.
It is Stella Cider.
Ah!
The CIDRE. Not to be confused with the Pokemon. Do I have to make a CIDRE made out of apples now? For that little bit? Oh, bye CIDRE. So I used your tiny egg pan, heated up some of this, and made a syrup using some
Nice.
sugar in the raw. So I actually put 2 versions of apple cider in here. Oh, burpee. It was an apple cider syrup. Then I added some apple cider back in because I was missing the tartness.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You weren't too off about it being a spiked apple cider, obviously, because it is a spiked apple cider.
Yeah.
It's more of a spirit-forward aromatic, bitter kind of spiked cider, which is great for people with old palates like our tongues. One of those little bitter components that I added was the classic, but also kind of not classic, Australian bitters, aromatic bitters. You had Angostura orange bitters, which I could have used, and I was like, apples and oranges, we don't compare them, why do I put them together? It's, I want to say, less clovey than the classic Angostura. I might be wrong. My palate's a little skewed, especially when it comes to bitters, because when you dilute it, my palate stops being able to taste anything. You said you smelled cinnamon. Mm-hmm. What kind of cinnamon things do you have?
I know we have powdered cinnamon, but I'm not sure what else we might have.
One thing I could have done is throw in cinnamon powder into the little like cider syrup that I was making.
Oh, right.
That would have done the job. Been more typical for people out there. But no, you had really nice liqueur that I can see why I love it. And it's the Czechoslovakian
Yeah!
Bekarovka. Bekarovka.
Bekarovka!
It's a Czech liqueur, primarily cinnamon flavored, but there's other things in there.
We call it Christmas in a glass. Now I can taste it. I'm like, oh yeah. That's the weird, like, kind of dry-y thing at the end there is.
I know it's the wrong season. You have a very false, wintry...
Very, yep.
What do you think of this combination of everything?
I really like it. Like you said, it's sort of a spiked apple cider, but drier, more spirit-forward, aromatic version of it, and I love it. A good spiked apple cider is nice and all, but yeah, it can be a little sweet, and this is just like, oh.
Really, it's the reverse of a spiked apple cider. Usually you add the liquor to the cider. This time, you just add a little cider to the liquor.
Right, exactly.
Insert gif about champagne and orange juice for mimosas here.
I want to try it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good. Ooh.
I thought you were saying that about the drink. Like, wow, that was very aggressive. So guys, that's Jack's kitchen drink, where we put in everything but the kitchen sink. Remember to drink responsibly. Bye. Boop.
Yay.
Bye, CIDRE.
Bye, CIDRE. Alright, I want to eat the apple now.
Oh.
Alright, well, it was filmed before, so it's fine.